Hi, everybody. All right. So, we are still doing our journal questions and our reflections. So, we are going to go ahead and move on. I think this is day 4 now. So, we are going to go ahead and kind of reflect on the past. As we know, the past is over. We can't go back and change it. However, we can sit back, reflect on it, learn and gain from it so we're able to use it moving forward, and it's also healing. Later on we're going to go more into depth in that, but here are some questions to go ahead and get you thinking. So the first one is what challenges have you overcome in your life? So kind of sit back and think, like, what did you used to struggle with that you no longer struggle with, and begin to feel, accomplished by that. Begin to, recognize that where you started, you are no longer there. And a lot of times we don't ever like take a step back to reflect. So we're able to be like, wow, I have overcome so much, right? Because that is going to give you the power that you need to keep going in your journey. So that's the first question. The next one is, what is one thing that you want to go back in time to change? So, for a lot of us, there's so many things we want to go back and change. But again, because we are not able to go back in time, all we can do is start from here so we're able to change where we're going and our destiny and our future. But the only way to go ahead and do that is if you sit back, reflect, and okay, so whatever it is that you want to change, even though you can't change it, you could begin to change you, your behaviors, your patterns, your thoughts, your emotions. You could begin to change those things, and it will give you a brighter future. And you won't make those same mistakes over and over again, wondering why you keep ending up back in the same situation. The next thing is, what are some of your favorite memories from the past? And why? Why are those your favorite memories? And then once you be able to identify them, how can you begin to ensure that you're creating those moments now? Remember, each day is step by step, moment for moment, and that is life, period, right? It's step by step, moment by moment. So how could you begin to create these moments now in the present? Okay, the next thing is, what will that one message or letter that you wish to give to your childhood self? So, a lot of times, what we do is we have people write letters, and especially to yourself. So, there's going to be 2 of them that I'm going to suggest that you guys write over the next couple of days to yourself. So, now that you're an adult, and now you're able to look back, because remember, wherever we stopped emotionally, that's where we stopped growing. So even if you're 82, but you stopped growing emotionally when you were 5, you are in a 82-year-old body, but your mind and your emotional state is still at that 5-year-old. That's why when people trigger you in that area, you act like a 5-year-old and you can't understand why. It's because emotionally you stop growing there. So by writing a letter to yourself, so what I suggest is to write a letter to yourself, to your childhood self, from where you are now, with the experiences that you have experienced now, the things that you have overcome now, and that's going to heal you from that child, and it's going to make you recognize so many things that you were still holding on to, that you weren't even aware of, that's still within you. Remember, these are reflection going internally, so we are able to heal ourselves at the core of who we are, so we're able to change and not keep going down or like the same path, or keep making the same mistakes, basically, right? The same shortcomings. The next thing is, pick some photos from your past and write how you felt at that moment. So, and what I would suggest is pick 3 that you didn't like and 3 that you do, and begin to step back in that present moment, because a lot of us, we live in the subconscious mind. We live on autopilot, but we need to become self-aware, or not just self-aware, but we need to become aware within this moment. So if you look back on those pictures, you're going to be like, wow, there was so much going on in that moment, and you're going to be able to gain from that experience. So I want you guys to go ahead and do that. And then the last thing, because there's a lot of writing, so there's not a lot of questions, but write a letter to your teenage self. So just like if you would do like the childhood one, do a teenage one, because a lot of us, that's where rebellion began in our life, is preteen, teen, early adulthood. So wherever your rebellion started, wherever you started like going on to another path, I want you to go ahead and begin to write a letter to that, to your inner self. So again, you gain wisdom, you gain insight, you are now able to guide yourself. And so, like I said, there's a lot of, well, there's 2 letters today, but I want you guys to really begin to sit back and just think about this and begin to write it. Again, if these questions are helping you, if these journal questions are helping you, please let us know. I would, I do want, like, if you guys are able to write in the comments or in our group that we have, you know, please express yourself. Please let us know what you're gaining from this. Has it been a challenge? Has it been easy? What insight have you gained from this? Please begin to share so others are able to share as well. Remember, we're coming together as a group. So we know, first of all, we're not alone. You have a support team, but also letting other people know that even though maybe you struggled with, remember, it's a testimony. We overcome by our testimony, and you never know how your testimony is going to touch somebody else. So I just hope you guys are having a great and beautiful, blessed day. It's just been an amazing day. So I just want to go ahead because I got to make other videos. So I'm going to go ahead and jump over and start doing those now. So I love you guys. God bless.